What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Bree, and I am here doing a video to not only end the year, but to also just reflect on what I have learned over this year. I hope that this video can help you, and if you're on a journey to wanting to be better, to build yourself up, and to really find your pace in life, then stick around because this video is going to be really fun. Okay, so in my journal, I have I wrote down some stuff that I'm working on, well, that I've learned. I have learned this. I have like really seeped into healing this year and everything like that with all of that I've been through. And that's the story time. The like biggest thing I've been through in my life. I want to tell y'all, but I'm just waiting a little while. Yeah. All right, so here's some things that I have learned. Trusting in God and everything will work out in the end. I promise you, that for me right there has been the biggest thing, trusting God. Because we're human and life can be so hard. Like, I don't care what nobody say. Being an adult, like, just growing and really, like, growing into the person that you're supposed to be, everything that was around you, like, it starts to play into your life. It starts to play a part in your life. The things that you've accepted, like, I mean, you have to trust in God with everything, like, everything you do. Because at the end of the day, we always know that it always end up working out. So I'm just saying, for me, trusting in God first. You know. Another thing I have learned is to really enjoy my singleness. You know, I mean, like, and I mean fully enjoying my singleness, entwining my flaws, entwining everything that I'm ever been insecure about, and entwining who I am with God. Like, I mean, really not talking to nobody, being abstinent, which is celibacy, like, really creating, just like really, because I feel like that for me has truly helped me on this journey of life. Like, really, like, letting go all of the things that I thought I once loved in a person. The person that I thought I should be with. Like, I mean, like, for real, like, just really enjoying my singleness. And then, I mean, just talking to God, focusing on the will that he has for me, standing in alignment with that. And it's hard. It really is, because, you know, nowadays we have social media. You go outside, and me, I go outside. I be outside I be outside, y'all. I really be outside. And because I be outside, I meet people. So, you know, and that's hard, because you got to have a balance in life. You got to remember what your goal is. You got to stay intentional about the things that you are trying to progress into, evolve in, you know, evolution, the change you want to be. And also, I have learned to know who I belong to in this world and who I'm serving. First of all, I belong to God. I belong to nobody in this world, not even my parents who've created me. I am a gift from God to them. We all belong to God. Even if you don't believe in anything, I believe in God, right? And I don't judge people, because whatever you believe in, that is so fine. But for me, I believe in God, and I believe that I belong to Jesus Christ, the one who have created my soul, who breathed breath into my body. And I believe that everything that we are on borrowed time. We are everything we have. We're borrowing. It all belongs to God. So I just want to say, you got to know who you're serving. You got to know who you are in every situation. We thinking that we belong to people is crazy. Like, people trying to tell you what you should be doing with your life. That's good. People trying to tell you who you belong to, what you should be doing with your life, where you should be going. I think that is crazy. Because guess what? You don't belong to nobody but God. And everything you want to be in life, God already knew who he created you to be. God already went ahead of us in time. So why would I ever listen to people? If you listen to people, you will never, ever be where you're supposed to be. Because nobody in this world can give you value. Nobody in this world can validate you. Only person you can get that from is God. That is something you cannot buy. I used to find value and I used to find validation in people in the world. And to me, that is crazy. Like, it's crazy that I used to live my life like that. And now I'm so much at more peace because I don't listen. I don't give nothing of who I am to the world. I don't find value for myself in the world. Everything that I need is the source. And that's why I say you got to know who you're serving and you got to know who you are and who you belong to. And for me, that is Jesus Christ, God, my Father. Never ever rush the suffering process. I have for so long. I used to like live on edge. Like, oh, that cannot happen to me. I don't know what I need to do, but OMG, I cannot go through this. That cannot be me. Never ever. No. I had to learn that we are all human and we are not all saved from going through trials and tribulation. Not even the most beautiful people on this earth. Everybody in this life is promised to go through something. I don't care what it is, but we are all promised to go through something. That is not something you can escape. So if you cannot escape it, why not embrace it? Why not indulge in it? Why not seek in it? And for me, my sanity is praising God. My sanity is giving God joy. Because life is hard, but we gotta know that everything we're going through is for the greater good of us. So I just want to put that out there. I have had to learn to stop being mad because I'm going through something. I have to remember to be okay with going through stuff because life is always going to be hard. There's nothing you're going to be able to do to run from it, get away from it. It's always going to be hard. We just have to try to find peace with knowing that suffering comes with great reward. So even though we suffer, God takes that into account when he's trying to bless us. And a lot of God's children and a lot of people in this world want to be somewhere high, but they don't want to endure the process. And everything that is good takes time. It marinates. It needs to like gather its seasonings. It needs to like really indulge in that before it can be blessed with something delicioso in that way. And everything is a lesson. So I do want to put that out there. Also, I've learned to breathe. It's going to be okay. Like, making sure that you breathe. I swear, like, breathing helps. You have to breathe. Because panic disorder is real. Hyperventilation is real. Anxiousness, anxiety is all real. And I don't know about y'all, but I have suffered from every aspect of all of that I just named. So take time to just, okay? That also felt good doing it. Also, to not be worried about anything. In the Bible, Philippians 4:6 says, be anxious of no situation, but in prayer and petition, present your request to God. And all peace and understanding shall transcend, just like that. That means all peace surpasses all understanding. You don't have to know nothing. God already went ahead of us. That's why understanding that God know everything, he's all knowing. That's because it's for one divine reason. Because God knows God knows where we should be. He do. He absolutely know where we should be, where we should be going, and what our life is going to look like. All we have to do is just not be afraid and to not worry. Allow God's peace, which is a gift that is given from him that can nobody take away from you. It's already in you. It's only activated through faith. So having faith in everything that you do, everything you go through in life is important, because then you won't be anxious. You won't be worried. And that's in any circumstances. You can have peace, God's peace. God's peace is better than anything in this world. And also I've learned to let individuals think let the outside people think whatever they want. There is no point to prove. You don't have to prove nothing to nobody in this world. Like, nothing. You got to live your life and know that your journey, know that your pace, and know that what God has for you is always for you. And I know that sounds crazy, me saying that, and it sounds so cliche, and it's like said everywhere. But that's really true. Like, you really got to allow God to allow people to think, and you got to allow God pace for your life be what it is, and not rush it, not outrun it, and to let people think what they gonna think. Because at the end of the day, those people will see the way God has truly allowed you to become. And give yourself grace. We gonna all fall. I mean, you can have a goal and you can become promised of that goal at any second, because that we're human. It's really no reason why we fail. But I don't think we fail. I don't think you lose anything. I don't think you fail. I mean, a grade, I just feel like if you really haven't tried, that's really that. Your results is what you put in. I always feel like that. And not like completely, because that's one aspect. Like you plant a seed, you pray on it, you work towards it. Faith without works is dead, right? It works just like that. But also, I believe when you don't give effort, you don't get nothing back, right? But even when you give your best effort, and we just human, it's a part of life. God knew that we were not meant to be perfect. That's why we're living in this earth right now, because nobody is perfect. The only person that was perfect was God's begotten Son, who he sent to walk the earth, the same earth that we have walked. And he died and rose again. And that was because God left us with something beautiful in this part of life, in this testament of life, is the Spirit. That is the way we can gain peace. That is the way we can stay connected. That is where we don't have to give offerings for ourselves. We don't have to suffer. We don't have to give offerings for breaking God's law, which is the 10 Commandments. We get a chance to redeem ourselves and for God to forgive us, right? So I just want to put that out there. Give yourself grace, because you're going to fail. You're going to fall a million times, because that's just the life we're living. And you just got to learn to make peace with that. And try again. Never give up. Allow people to exit out of your life peacefully. So what I mean by that is, you don't need to bash them, speak ill about them. Just choose peace over anger. Because everything in life too shall pass. Everything we go through, it will have its passing date. Nothing lasts forever. Suffering don't last forever. Heartache don't last forever. All that stuff, that depression, anxiety, everything will pass. And you will get to see a new day. That's why Glorilla said, what'd she say? I don't give up by no credit score. I'm going to insert that clip so y'all can understand that tomorrow's a new day. And every day you can get up and be whoever you decide to be. And without being judged, because you're you. And that's the beauty of life. That God created us all individually different, unique, not ordinary. Okay. I have also learned to talk to God about everything. I need to allow God to sit at the table with me on every decision I make in my life. Because for me in my life, God has already planned out my life and what it should look like. The stuff we go through sometimes, that wasn't a part of God's plan. But because God is a sovereign God, he allows us to go through things so that we can learn. If you don't go through nothing, you will never, ever know when you get to that place you're trying to go. But because we go through things, you'll be like, you know what? I already been there. I already done that. I learned from that. And even if you don't learn from it, like I said, we fall, right? Give yourself grace to allow yourself to relearn that if you have not learned a lesson. But sometimes we got to hit our head real hard to truly understand the lesson that God is trying to present to us. There's a reason for everything. But I just want to make sure that I'm accurately being intentional with everything that I desire in this life. And not even that, making sure that I take the correct steps. So not going to get advice from my parents first, my friends, the world. What y'all think about this? No. What do you believe, God? What do you say about this? Why was this ever in a dream of mine? Why did you even put this in my mind? Why did you even put it in my heart to believe that I can do this? Guess what? Because there was a reason. And I might not ever get there, but it's understanding that I can become that. I can be that, you know? So also, I can't hold grudges. Like, just let it shit, let it shit go. Let it go, boo. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Just let it. You know why? Because at the end of the day, you ain't got everything gonna pass. Why you mad? It won't even matter. Why he did that? Why she said that? It don't even matter. I have learned to just never forgive. I forgive people before they even do stuff. Because I already know, like, it's going to disturb my peace. I don't want you to disturb this peace. I want peace that surpasses all understanding. And that's understanding that if I give it to God, he going to take care of it. And I don't know, God's wrath is a wrath I don't want to deal with. And that's a wrath that I wish nobody want to deal with. So I just advise you to treat everybody how you want to be treated, no matter how they treat you, and to let it go. Don't hate people. Don't give malice intent. Don't have an ill towards people. Speak highly on people. But you can still love people from a distance, and you can forget them from a distance. You don't have to deal with those people no more. I've also learned to always hold on to my faith. I want to read a scripture to y'all. It's in Jude 1:20. Chapter 1, verse 20. Dear friends, keep building on the foundation of the most holy faith as the Holy Spirit helps you pray. So when you have faith, that makes you continue to pray. So sometimes, I'm going to give y'all an example. Sometimes we have people that in this life, they be like, oh, I don't know. They be like, oh, I can help them. I can be a blessing to them. No, sometimes God don't want you to be blessing people because they never prayed for that. And I feel like us helping people is a good thing, right? We're supposed to help people. We're supposed to be there for people. But also, you got to understand that some people, they're not praying to God. They only looking for the world to help them. When honestly, having faith is what activates all the gifts of God. You become so fruitful. Everything you have, you plant a seed on, it grows. It becomes an evolution, right? And 6 spheres of the fruit is get grace, kindness, mercy, favor. I have to look them up. That's going to be in another video, though. But you just want everything. Bad people bear bad fruit, but good people bear good fruit. And I want to be fruitful. Everything that I do, I want it to be super, super fruitful this year. And that requires me to be intentional. That requires me to sit at the table with God. That requires me to let go of stuff that don't even matter. That requires me to forgive people even when they never said sorry. It's a whole nother thing. I'm on a whole nother planet over here. I don't know. But I know I can't live my life without keeping my faith. And just a few more and then I'm in this video. You don't have to tell people everything you're doing. You got to just let people see what you're doing. And that can't be the main focus. Oh, I'm going to do it because I'm going to show these people. Oh, they going to see me coming. Oh, they going to feel this. No. That is not my perspective. That is not how I live. And that mindset and my mind is so far from gone, because everything I'm doing in life, it don't require other people. It requires God. God is the most secret ingredient that I have. So me requiring other people and what God is doing in my life, that don't got nothing to do with them. Like, it don't got nothing to do with them. They don't even have a say so. So why do I care to even prove a point to people about something that I'm doing in my life? That's crazy, right? That's crazy thinking like, oh, I'm doing this because they need to know. No, they don't need to know. They still don't care if you know, if they do or don't. Like, people still gonna have something crazy to say. So why even care? Just do it. Stop saying I'm gonna do it. This year I have done more things than I was just saying I was gonna do. I used to be like, I'm gonna do YouTube. I'm just gonna wait till I'm done with school. No. You will be stagnant. You will be where you are forever if you don't do it. You have to do it. It don't matter how many people watching you. It don't matter how many likes you got. Something in the atmosphere. God is creating something for you if you do it. If you do it with faith. If you do it with intention. If you do it with good purpose. If you're planting a seed, do it. You can do it. You got it. Anything you want, you can have. And this one is so powerful for me. I've really learned this too. Say what you mean and say how you feel. So a lot of times we have problems with people saying, well, we have a problem. I don't know about y'all, but I used to have a problem with people not understanding where I'm coming from. People not getting what I want them to do in my life. You know, and it's like, how can you expect them to do something if you never express to them how you feel? If you never explain to them, boom, boom, boom. It's like, that's something they never agreed to. That's pre-presumption. And it's like false presumption. You cannot assume that people understand you. You cannot assume that people feel you if you never communicated with them how you feel or what you expect. So I think for me, expecting people to understand how I feel without communicating with them is definitely insane. So I think I've been practicing telling people how I feel this year. I've definitely been very more vocal about how I feel, because I'm a person. I feel. I wear my heart on my sleeve, and that's a good thing and a bad thing, because sometimes I don't give a shit. Excuse my language, but I don't care sometimes. But I also have I'm a person who cares. And not about what people think, but like just I care about other people. You know what I mean? And so I tend to like put my feelings on the back burner for somebody else. And you can't do that. You got to tell people how they feel, because they're going to tell you how they feel, right? And it's like you can agree to disagree with people, and that's life. You don't have to go overboard to like prove a point about what you feel. No, people either understand it or they don't. And if they don't understand it, it was never meant for them to understand anyway. Because a lot of people, they make it their business to never understand you anyway. So it's like when you have those people, those are just people that's not meant to be in your life. Because anybody who wants to be in your life, they're going to actively make sure that they add value to your life. And they're going to make sure that they're changing the way that they experience you because of the things that you're bringing to them. So, and I've learned to just be a kind person when using my words. And sometimes they can be hard. I say shit and I sometimes don't care. It be like that, right? But I've learned to like, and I'm still working on it. All of the stuff that I'm telling y'all, I'm still working on to this day. But it has gotten so much better because my mind is different. The way I see the world is different. And because my relationship with God is more intimate. I still be doing stuff. I ain't no saint. But I am working to get better, to serve God in a better way. And to do it in my own way, right? Because we're all different. I've also learned to never give up. You cannot ever give up. Keep going. And that's everything you do. And I want to say this for everybody. Everything you want is right in front of you. Whatever you desire, whatever you see, whatever you envision, it can be, because it's right in front of you. When you plant a doubt in your mind that you cannot do something, then that is when the enemy will toy with your mind and make you believe that you cannot do it. But when you feed your mind and you speak victory over yourself, and you say, I can do it, I will do it, I'm going to do it, it's right here in front of me. It will come to pass. I'm going to keep praying on this thing. I'm going to keep working on this. It didn't work this time. It didn't work that way. But it got to work some way. It got to work. So I just want to say to you all, keep reaching for the stars. Keep praying. Keep planning. And just continue this year to be fruitful and be intentional. And that is all of the things that so far that I have that has come to my mind and heart as I was writing this. And it took me some time that I have learned. And yeah, I love y'all, and I thank you all so much for watching. If you want more videos like this, please make sure you subscribe, like, and comment. And leave something in the comment box. Let me know what you learned over this year. Let's converse. I love y'all so much, and I hope this video helped you. Peace.